I'll show you Tango first. I'm going to get him out for just a few minutes, and then I'll put him away. So when I went to get him out of his mew, we call his room a mew. It's an outside building, outside of my house. There was a cat that was hanging around, and I think the cat was trying to get to him, and it really scared him. Because when I went to get him this morning, he was really nervous, and then coming here and talking in front of students, he's getting pretty nervous as well, and it's a little windy, and the crows were out earlier, so he's a little nervous. But I'll get him out for just a few minutes to show you. We'll coax him out with a little bit of food. Who knows what hawks eat?
Meat.
Yeah, meat. He's eating quail meat. So this is Tango, and he's a Harris hawk. Harris hawks live in the desert, so they live in Arizona and New Mexico and places like that. And when they live in the desert, they have to have certain characteristics that let them live in warm climates like that. One of those is the scales on his legs. It allows heat to escape his body, so he can kind of cool down a little bit. So living in Wisconsin is a little tough for him sometimes on really cold days because he doesn't really like the snow. When it snows, he wants to go home. He doesn't really like it that much. A little bit of food there. Hopefully he'll come around a little bit. But Harris hawks are really interesting birds because they hunt cooperatively in the wild. And that's different from every other bird of prey in the world. They hunt in family groups. When they do this, the parents and usually 3 to 5 siblings will all go after prey. But the parents, since they're the parents, they're just a little bit better at surviving in the wild and being able to catch rabbits and rats and mice and things like that. So the parents will actually chase prey into a brush pile, a little pile of sticks on the ground where the prey is trying to hide. And the parents will actually get down on the ground, fold up their wings, slick down, and they'll crawl into the bushes. And they'll scare out that prey for their siblings, or for their young, to be able to catch it and experience, to gain some experience in doing so. So look at some of the characteristics of a hawk. What makes a bird first? What makes a bird a bird? Yeah? They have feathers. That's right. All birds have feathers, and only birds have feathers. So feathers are very unique to birds, and they're really interesting because they're very, very light, but they cover a big area. So that's what allows them to fly. Just like that. Right on cue. So it allows them to fly because they're so light, but they cover a big area and they catch a lot of wind. It's just like a big sail on a ship. So feathers make a bird a bird. What makes a hawk different from other birds? What makes a hawk a hawk? Yeah?
Sharp talons.
Sharp talons. That's right. So they have talons. And what else?
A beak.
A beak. That's right. So a bunch of birds have beaks, but their beak is special because it's really sharp and it's curved and it's meant for tearing meat, right? So since they don't have hands, they sacrifice their hands for wings so that they can fly. But since they don't have hands, they have to eat their meat with their feet. So if you can imagine having a